Driving and talking. Got a hair sticking out. Driving and talking. And I didn't tell anybody I was going live. Again, I'm a bad person when it comes to notifying people. Knowing good and well, notifications don't go out. This is going to be real short because I want it shared, if at all possible. But I would like to wait for a couple of people to come in before I get to talking. It's 4:21. Means it's after lunch on the West Coast, almost after work. Hey there. Hey, Amy Riser. How are you, darling? Thanks for being here. You know, I was looking at my live chat. Pepper Chicken, Texas. Hey, baby. And I said how much I appreciated all of my old friends coming back. Shirley B, you called live. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm glad you saw the snail thing. The salt and the snail. Wasn't that you? My memory kind of is a little silly. I'm good. God bless. God bless you, honey. God bless everybody. But I want to make a point of saying, I said something about, in my last live or live before, recently anyway, how happy I was to see some of my old friends back. And one of our new friends commented, what about your new friends? And that person will learn that I appreciate each and every one of you. I really, honestly, truly do. You know I do. It's less than 2 weeks, or about 2 weeks, will be my 3rd anniversary. Listen, I can't believe y'all hung with me, just a flapping my jaw, running my mouth. But I appreciate that. I truly, truly try to give y'all the best information I know. Let you know what I'm doing to try to help encourage you. Like I said last time, I'm a little further ahead. Been doing this since 2014, hardcore. So I can, prep some other comfort things. And I don't want to discourage anyone, because if something had happened before I had any comfort things, I'd be just as blessed and appreciative to have my beans and rice and flour, noodles. I'm serious. I would, as long as I can feed my family, if we had to rough it a little bit, so be it. So, we got 11 in. I didn't see who else came in, but I'm in high traffic. People give me grief for driving and going live. If you will notice, there are long periods of time that I can't look at that phone. And that's because if the road is curvy or there is traffic on the road, I won't look away. I tend to want the business I have at hand here. So I've had some pretty ugly comments about driving and going live. I just delete them. It was people that I didn't recognize their names, and if they were new, and that was, extremely new for that live, and that's the kind of attitude they have coming in the first one. We got a happy bunch here. We don't need those kind of people. Sorry, times are getting rough. But anyway, I am driving, but I don't get to go to the farm, y'all. I've got to go take care of some business. And no, I don't have my little farmer buddy with me. But no, I'm not going to get to go to the farm tonight anyway. Don't know when I'll be back. All the gardens are good because they're getting well watered. Listen, y'all, they are really focusing on, if y'all go back to that video I did in the dark when Liv O'Hound was tailgating and cooking dinner for me. I should have showed y'all what he was cooking. He was making, on that tailgate, he was making fried potatoes, pinto beans, cornbread fritters with grated cheese and jalapenos in them, and sauerkraut and kielbasa. Oh my word, what a dinner. Now that is tailgate roughing it, let me tell you. Okay, traffic's gone. Who do I have here? Let me see. Oh, Mark Webb, hi there. Susan. Shoestring Prepper. Good to see y'all. I want to take y'all back. Lord, you know I lose track of time. And I have no idea. But I challenged everybody and asked y'all to share it for that challenge to go out. And that's why I want to keep this short, because I'm going to have to be watching for directions too, since, you know, I'm going somewhere I'm not really familiar with. I challenged everybody to flip the breaker on their house, you know, whatever, and do without power for 12 hours. Great if you can do 24 hours. How in the world are you going to know if you have not been raised up camping with no power on a riverbank or in a forest or in a park, and you don't know what you need for camping to be able to provide more than a cold sandwich? Because if there is an outage, the stores won't be open, gas pumps won't be running. I challenged everybody, 12 hours minimum, 24 would be great. If you can do 24 hours a weekend, just a weekend, and start marking down what you need. Last day of May is Monday, y'all. We've been being warned since 2019 that May of 2022, anytime after that, this world would be changed, unrecognizable. Now I'm hearing we have June, July, August, latest sometime in September. How do y'all know what to get? If it's wintertime, I started almost 3 years ago telling y'all, put a tent up, and now I've noticed other people are telling it too. That just thrills me to death. No, they don't give me credit, but that's okay. I don't need credit. 3 years ago, put a tent in your living room. Get a tent big enough for your family. If it's wintertime, put a tent in the living room. And, you know, when I first did this challenge, there were still some snow areas, and I didn't want anybody to freeze pipes. Well, now, you know, there's no freezing going on. So there's no excuse. I challenge you to flip your breaker for 24 to 48 hours and find out what you need. You will be surprised. I am watching off-grid people, new off-grid channels, go by the wayside like dying flies. Hey, Christy H. Let me tell you, they're doing rolling blackouts. It's on purpose. Look at Texas. Texas has had, I don't know how many round blackouts, whatever you call them, I don't know. But I don't want anybody caught with their britches out, saying you wish you had this, you wish you had that, you wish you had the next thing. You know, you don't want to go through an extended period of time eating cold pork and beans or pinto beans or beanie weenies or ravioli or whatever it is you have in a can, green beans, corn. You know, it would be nice to heat that up. Even if you get one of those little 19, oh my gosh, they're awesome. I've been wanting to get one, and I just don't go to Walmart because I haven't got one. And we use that can of butane. It's $3.50 maybe, can of butane. He used that, making that big meal that night. Fried bacon, which takes a while in cast iron skillet to heat up. He used it the next day. Used it for dinner. I used it for 2 breakfasts, a lunch, made spaghetti sauce, and I used too thick of a bottom of a pan, so you want a cheap pan for one of those little butane one-eye things. They're only, you know, they're under 20 bucks, or 19 something, I don't know. Because it takes it longer to heat up. So you want it on hand. I've got one that's great. Picked it up at a secondhand store. Just happened to walk in, didn't know what that store was about, secondhand everything. Found a little thin galvanized pot. I was thrilled to death. It was like one my grandma had. And so I was using too thick of a pot, too much water, and it ran out just as I was getting ready to put the noodles in. So, you know, that's a lot of meals. That's a lot of cooking on one can of butane. You know, and we're not in a mess, so we did a lot of cooking. We would be down to something cold snack and a warm dinner is what we would be down to if there was an issue. But we did a lot of extra cooking. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. There's no guessing. And the distractions from it is absolutely unbelievable. You want to know what is coming here? You know, I don't watch news. People in my house do. I'll be walking through, something will catch my attention, and I'll watch it for a minute. It's distorted, it's not. But read the headlines. Get you some news apps. Read the headlines. Of course, it's mainstream media, most of it. You got to read between the lines. Read the headlines on YouTube. Look up who is giving the news. Just read the headlines. You don't have to watch it if it upsets you. But I'm going to tell you, you might want to dig in and see what's going on in India and Canada if you want to know what's coming here. Now, I did catch, because the TV was on when I got up. Somebody had left earlier, and they always start their day with the news. And I saw where somebody had come across that secure border of ours with the plan and intention of taking out GW Bush. I think that's a distraction, but they know what's coming across that border. They know we're being infiltrated. But that new pox that's going around, apparently the only people that are coming down with that right now, people that swallowed the Kool-Aid, you know, the un-Kool-Aid people aren't getting it. With the first round, what we've dealt with for 2 years, I didn't get that horrible dying, couldn't breathe, keep my oxygen level up because of nicotine in my system. So my plans of quitting that, I talked to the doctor about it. He told me he didn't like me. He wanted to know if I wanted to stop smoking. I said, nope, I don't. I said, yes, I really do. But no, not right now, because that saved me. And he said, you're right. He said, so thank you for your honesty. But anyway, what are you going to do if you are in an area that has a targeted blackout and you haven't tried it? Now, if you're a camper, you're a hunter, you're a fisherman, you go out to state parks, you know, if you camp, just camp, period, on any level, you have got basics for what you will need. You do. You've got lanterns, flashlights, headlamps, you know, that you put on your head. So you don't have to hold a flashlight and have both hands free. Do you have a fire pit somewhere? Do you have your tent for your family in your living room? Do you have candles? Do you have easily heated up food? Do you have home canned food that would be good for you to eat? If it happens in the wintertime, do you have enough blankets? I said take fleece blankets and put them over your tent to help hold the body heat in. Body heat will heat up a tent. And then your blankets and sleeping bags inside, even if you sleep on top, or turn that sleeping bag inside out, nylon will hold in the heat. But I made a challenge and I said post below this video, no matter when you do it, how you made out. I didn't get not one post. Not one. Okay, let's say you're in an apartment complex. Those little butane things are cheap. The butane's cheap. You're going to do 1 meal a day. Just halfway heat up something to get the grease out of it. If it's ravioli or pinto beans or whatever you're going to eat, that thing will last. The can will last for a good long while. If you live in an apartment or a condo or something and you can't knock the breaker, you can, by golly, tape your light switches down and tape your commode lid down, tape your faucet down, and pretend like your breaker was thrown. It's about to get real, y'all. Am I trying to scare y'all? No, I'm not trying to scare you unless you haven't done anything to prepare at all. You will be scared. But that's not my fault. There's too many YouTubers. I have been for 3 years that I've been on YouTube preaching. Prep. This is how you prep. I've got a video you can go back and look at. Prep for 2 people under $20 or under $10 for a week. That would be $40 a month plus your rice. I'm to a point that I'm going to leave where I'm real familiar with, so I'm going to pull off the side of the road. I hope that's not bad for me. I'm up against a mountain. But I'm sorry if you haven't done anything. Now, am I saying go mortgage your house? No, get out of debt if you can. If you have a house to keep up with the Joneses and it's too expensive, sell that sucker. The market is perfect for selling a house right now. Get something smaller. Go get you a piece of land and put you a camper on it, for Pete's sake. Plant a garden. But time's running out. And if you have absolutely no idea. Listen, it even worries Ethan. Nanny, when are we going to get light switches? So I went and bought him some lights that are push buttons so he can push that button. I mean, he'll be 6 in September. He's so used to it. I don't have anything but a gas generator from a well pump, a Blue Eddy, and then I have stocked gas and propane, and this month's prep is going to be cans of butane and an adapter. I thought I had ordered the adapter to fill the little 1-pound cans of propane from a 20-pound can. I can't find it anywhere, but you always need a backup, so if I have bought one, that's okay. But nobody took me up on that challenge. I guess everybody thought I forgot. Midterms are coming in November. You think they're not going to pull something? Come on. Do you think it won't be worse than what we've already lived through? If you're waiting for normal, new normal, the new normal's hell on this earth compared to the way we had it up until New Year's Eve 2019. Those days are gone, y'all. They're gone. Hey, Scaled today. Go get you one of those little $20 butane heaters or eyes. Hey, Team Angel. Christy H. If you have electricity, you can get some ice and a regular house fan. Yeah, to cool off. But if it, grand solar minimums here, if it's going to be 100 degrees outside, let me tell you, before we had air conditioning in the house, our Augusts have always been mid to high 90s. And when my kids were real little, that's how we lived. Ice in front of a floor fan. Unless you're sitting right in front of that floor fan, it don't work. I can tell you, to try to cool off a big room. Maybe a small room, it would work. But if there's no power, there's not going to be any ice. There's not going to be any water. You better, if you're going to store gasoline, you better be getting it now, because the goal is $10 a gallon everywhere. $10 a gallon, y'all. So I really challenge you, put out this video, Check and see what's going on in India. Check and see what's really going on in Canada. Practice. You know, go 12 hours and then do 24 and then do 48 if that's what you need to do. But when it's gone for who knows how long. We don't know how long it'll be cut off. But it's going to be cut off. It's being cut off now. Going to be. Hey, Christina, how are you, honey? Yesterday, the station I got gas at was out of regular. The whole East Coast is going to have a gas shortage, y'all. One of the most heartbreaking things I have done recently, I melted one of my gas cans. I thought I had it on the opposite side of the exhaust of my generator, and I melted it. Thank God, the grace and mercy that God shows me that gas was below that line, or I would have blown up my big generator and caught the woods on fire probably. So God shows me mercy and grace every day. Okay, like I said, I am unfamiliar with where I'm going, so I want to be able to concentrate on that. But these little ration card kind of things that India's giving out, yeah, that would be nice. I'm still hearing y'all in Canada stopping travel without the Kool-Aid from province to province. I told y'all I heard they were going to stop state to state and then try to stop county to county. And I'm not quite so sure that people are going to stand up like we really thought. Would you have thought as many people would have drank that Kool-Aid as I have? I mean, come on. No, I'd have never believed it. But anyway, take my challenge. Try 12 hours. You know, do it through the day if you have to. Till after dinner. Be sure you do it for a length of time that you have to prepare your meals. No, half of everybody's kids don't listen to them. Turn off the air conditioner. If you are still in a place that's getting chilly at night, turn off the heat. See how you're going to keep warm. See how you're going to make a meal. See if you have enough water. See if you have a way to fix your meals. Nobody's done it. You think this is not going to happen. I cannot believe not one person posted at the end of that video. Now, if you think you are prepped up, you're a camper, you're a hunter, you're a fisherman, you're used to being out in the woods, you're used to, you know, all of the different weather scenarios, and you're prepared, post and tell me you're prepared. But you don't know how unprepared you are. I mean, what I started to say a few minutes ago, I noticed there was some new channels, off-grid here, off-grid there, off-grid the next thing. Those people are going by the wayside. Off-grid is not easy. Off-grid's not easy. Hey, Terry. Life is good in West Virginia today. I don't get to go to the farm. Yesterday I opened up the electric bill and the water bill at the same time. I was shocked. Oh my God. How do you come up with that stuff, Yabba Dabba? You kill me, man. I love it. There's no life perfect. We're on this earth controlled by all the demons. But life's good. As good as it can be. Let's see. Like they don't want to leave where they come from, but I told them, well, I come from there too. I'm in Texas. Yep. Okay, y'all. This has been 24 minutes. I want you to be able to share this. I really, really, really want people to try to go without power and water Power and water. Power and water. Total grid down situation. And see what you don't have. Because you only have max September to get what you need. I'm telling y'all. So, I'm disappointed I can't go to the farm today, but going to take care of some real important business in an area I'm not familiar with. So, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm not sure how the cell service is going to be up here, so I'm going to let you go. I love y'all. Please, your first prep, have Jesus in your heart. That's the only way to the Father. Say your prayers. Repent every day. We sin every day, one way or another. Get in your Bible. Read. If you want to know what's going to happen, read the book of Revelation. That's all you have to do. So, the book of Enoch has some interesting information in it. But be careful. I didn't know there were different translations of the book of Enoch. So, be careful with the translation that you have of the book of Enoch. And how do you find that? I don't know. I just know the Apocrypha was in the 1611 Bible that the settlers brought over here before it was taken out. So, I imagine that one's an accurate one. And my Bible that has that in it is at the farm. So anyway, I love y'all. I don't know when I'll do a video or be going live, but please, please, please post below this video. Please practice doing without power and water, please. So you will have the next couple of months to get what you need. If you have to sell stuff, I've sold stuff to do my farm. If you have to sell stuff to get what you need, sell it. Anything that you're not using, anything you haven't used in the last 6 months or a year, have a blasted yard sale and go buy what you need to survive without power and water. So anyway, I love you. God shows me grace and mercy every day, and I could not be more thankful for the grace and mercy he shows me. I want him to show y'all grace and mercy. Your first prep is your soul. Get in that Bible. Have Jesus in your heart. Say your prayers. Remember all of our West Virginia family here on YouTube in your prayers. Any other channel you watch, buddies you made. Remember this nation in our prayer. This nation's in a mess. God's going to get this nation. I think he will protect his own as much as he can. But Satan's in control right now. We have to prepare for that. But cut your water and power. Tape everything till you can't use it. And post below this video. Let me know. I'm a camper. I'm a hunter. I'm a fisherman. I have these things. I can do it. I'll be okay. Or post I've done it. Boy, do I need a few things. So please, 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 we don't have a promise of anything between now and September. Nothing after September. So I love y'all. I appreciate you. I'm not trying to scare you. Only reason it would scare you is if you're not ready. As a prepper, do we ever think we're 100% ready? No. What did I say one live? You stop prepping when there's nothing else in the store to buy. When there's nothing else there to buy, that's when you stop. Even if it's a can a week, 5 cans a week, whatever you can afford, it adds up. Get your flour. Learn how to make biscuits. Be practicing now how to cook with an alternative source. There's a learning curve. There is a learning curve, trust me. My son has always had electric stove, flat top stove to cook with. Even with these little gas propane things and the butane things. Boy, there's a learning curve. It's easy to burn stuff. It gets hot in a snap. I had a gas range one time. I hated that thing. I was just used to electricity. But we camped all the time. Had to learn how to camp, on a fire. And then my dad built us a propane stove, 2-burner stove. And so I learned. That's, gardened with my grandpa, gardened with my boys. Now garden, with Ethan. Of course, I've ramped it up. But I was fortunate enough to have the background that I needed. Not everybody has that background. So anyway, I love you. Until next time, who's the most prepared man on earth? I don't know. I don't know who the most prepared man is on earth. Do you have an answer to that? Just in case. Oh my gosh. I have a Justin in my family that we called him just in case when he was a baby. All right, honey. I love y'all. Thanks for the laugh, Shab Dabba. Thanks for showing up, showing me the love. Please share this out. I challenge anybody and everybody to try it. See how long you can get. See what you need. You've got a short time. So until next time, love you all. Bye-bye.